The Vanishing Island. The Legend of Mirage Island. Liam had grown up listening to the tales of Mirage Island, a mysterious land that appeared only once every 10 years. According to legend, anyone who set foot on the island would find an opportunity that could change their life forever. However, there was a catch. The island would vanish at sunrise, and those who hesitated would lose their chance forever. Most people dismissed the story as nothing more than an old myth, but Liam had always been drawn to adventure. He dreamed of the day Mirage Island would appear, fantasizing about the treasures it might hold or the knowledge it could offer. He often spent hours staring at the horizon, hoping to catch a glimpse of the island, even though it was said to be unpredictable. One evening, as the sun dipped below the ocean, a local fisherman sprinted into the village, breathless and wide-eyed. "Mirage Island has appeared," he cried. Instantly, the quiet fishing village erupted into chaos. People gathered in the streets, some whispering excitedly, others scoffing at the claim. Liam's heart pounded. This was it, the moment he had been waiting for. He grabbed a small bag with essentials and raced toward the shore, where boats were being prepared for the journey. The docks were crowded with villagers, some eager to go, others frozen with hesitation. Standing beside him was his best friend, Noah, who looked uneasy. "I don't know, man," Noah said. "What if we get there and it's just a trick? Or worse, what if it's dangerous?" Liam understood Noah's fear. The sea was rough, and the journey would be risky. But then he remembered what the legend said: the island would vanish at sunrise, and those who hesitated would lose their chance forever. "We don't have time to doubt," Liam said. "We have to go now." The journey to the unknown. Liam jumped into a boat, and after a moment's hesitation, Noah followed. The wind howled, and the waves crashed violently against their small vessel. Other boats that had set out turned back, their passengers too afraid to continue. But Liam gritted his teeth and pressed forward. The storm raged for what felt like hours. The dark clouds loomed overhead, and lightning flashed across the sky. Just when Liam thought they might not make it, the sea calmed. The sky parted, revealing a breathtaking sight ahead. Mirage Island was unlike anything Liam had ever seen. The trees shimmered with golden leaves, their trunks twisting into elegant shapes. The air itself sparkled, as though filled with tiny glowing particles. Exotic flowers bloomed in colors he had never imagined, and in the distance, waterfalls cascaded down crystal cliffs. At the center of the island stood an ancient stone door, covered in intricate carvings. Above it, an inscription read, "Step through, and claim your future. Hesitate, and lose it forever." A group of people stood in front of the door, whispering among themselves. Some hesitated, debating whether to step forward, while others lingered at the edges of the clearing, too afraid to approach. Liam's chest tightened. He wanted to move forward, but what if something terrible awaited on the other side? What if stepping through meant losing everything he had ever known? Then, a voice broke the silence. An elderly villager, who had come along on the journey, spoke. "I was here 10 years ago," he said, his voice heavy with regret. "I hesitated. I walked away. The next day, my friend who stepped through became one of the richest traders in the world. I've spent 10 years wishing I had taken that step." Liam swallowed hard. He turned to Noah, who stood frozen. "I can't do it," Noah whispered. "What if it's a trap?" Liam had spent his whole life dreaming of adventure. He couldn't let fear stop him now. He took a deep breath, stepped forward, and pushed the door open. The life-changing reward. A bright light surrounded Liam, and for a moment he felt weightless, as if he were floating in a vast, endless space. His vision blurred, and he felt a warmth seep into his skin. Then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the light faded. Liam found himself in a different part of the island, standing before an ancient stone pedestal. On it rested a chest, ornately decorated with symbols that pulsed with energy. Slowly, he opened it. Inside was a letter, written in elegant script. "You had the courage to step forward while others hesitated. Your reward is not just treasure, but the mindset that will lead you to greatness. True opportunity lies not in gold, but in the choices we make. At first, Liam felt disappointed. There was no pile of gold, no magical weapon, just words. But as he read the message again, he felt something shift within him. He understood. The real treasure wasn't material wealth, it was the courage to take risks and seize opportunities. When he returned to the shore, the island had already begun to fade. Noah and the others watched in shock as it disappeared, leaving nothing but empty ocean behind. Liam took his newfound confidence home with him. He started a trading business, making bold choices and taking risks that others feared. With each decision, he grew more successful, proving that the greatest treasure was, indeed, the mindset of fearlessness. Meanwhile, Noah, who had stayed behind, spent years regretting his choice. He often wondered what might have been if he had just taken that step forward. Because in the end, Liam had learned the greatest lesson of all. Opportunities don't wait. And neither should you. Vocabulary with examples. 1. Hesitate. To pause before making a decision. Example. Liam didn't hesitate when he saw the door. He stepped through immediately. 2. Vanished. Disappeared suddenly. Example. Mirage Island vanished at sunrise, taking its opportunities with it. 3. Shimmered, glistened or sparkled. Example. The air around the island shimmered with golden light. 4. Regret. A feeling of sadness over a missed opportunity. Example. The old man's regret was clear in his voice as he spoke of his past mistake. 5. Mindset. A way of thinking or attitude. Example. Liam's mindset changed after his adventure. He no longer feared taking risks.